The rise in COVID-19 cases attributed to the Omicron variant has some cities revisiting mask mandates. Daily new cases reported by the Minnesota Department of Health are at record highs. The city of Golden Valley is among one of the first suburbs to mandate mask wearing in public indoor settings. The city council made the change after a special meeting on Tuesday night. The citywide mask mandate goes into effect Thursday at 5 p.m. That means everyone will have to wear face protection at all indoor public buildings, including city offices. Mayor Shep Harris says the high number of COVID-19 cases are dramatically impacting hospitals, businesses, and schools. Harris says the council didn't want to implement a face mask policy, but with the rising numbers, they felt they had no choice.
This is all about safety. This isn't about government overreach. This isn't about individual choice. This is about trying to protect individuals as we're continuing to go through this horrible pandemic. We're ready for it to be over with.
The mask mandate applies to everyone over the age of 2 years old, regardless of vaccination status. Brooklyn Center schools transitioned to distance learning on Monday because of significant staff and student absences. Elementary scholars returned to online learning on Wednesday. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us what the district is doing to help students during online learning.
Hi, I'm Sonia Goins, and I'm at Brooklyn Center Elementary School, where they're doing a food distribution to students to help during distance learning. Joining me now is Food District Manager Stacy Kane. Stacy, what do you have there?
Today we have our first daily meal bag of distance learning, and that includes a hamburger, fruits and vegetables, little extra treats, and cereal.
Now, this is a really important program because a number of students are on free and reduced lunch. Stacy, how many students are on this program?
77 to 80%.
So a lot of these students could potentially be missing meals because they're not able to get it at school.
Correct. It's very important to the students in our district, and anybody with a student 0 to 18 can come get a meal bag.
Okay, tell me about the program. How long is this running?
January 27th will be the last day.
And it's also being offered at the high school and at the elementary school. And what are the hours?
11 to 1 at the door. And then we do have buses that are going out to more heavily populated areas where our students are located. And we have the bus stop times and locations on the website.
Okay, Stacy, thanks for joining us. Now, students are expected back to school January 31st. For more information on this story, head to our website, ccxmedia.org. In Brooklyn Center, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Brooklyn Park Police are investigating a possible hate crime incident in which a Korean-American man's car was spray painted with the words China virus on the vehicle. The incident happened Thursday, sometime between 6 and 7 p.m. outside of the Broadway Pizza restaurant. In addition to the vandalism, a window was smashed and thousands of dollars of camera equipment was stolen from the vehicle. Police are looking for surveillance video. Anyone with information should contact Brooklyn Park Police. The ongoing saga of the light rail project took center stage in Robbinsdale this week as the Metropolitan Council and Hennepin County sought feedback on route options.
It's just a way to get people to Target's headquarters in Brooklyn Park. And it will further divide our city because Highway 81 already divides our city from east to west. This will further divide it.
Those were the sentiments of one Robbinsdale resident who came out to a meeting Tuesday night at Elam Lutheran Church. Hennepin County and the Metropolitan Council are seeking input from the public on a draft route modification report that evaluates several route options for the Metro Blue Line extension. The feedback collected will help officials put together a final report this spring. However, the proposed route along County Road 81 in Robbinsdale has plenty of critics who raise concerns about vehicle and pedestrian traffic, loss of parking, and disruptions to local businesses. Others, meanwhile, are excited about the prospect of a train going through the northwest suburbs.
Yeah, I mean, it's increasing our interest in staying here longer because it'll be easier to get around. We won't have to worry about cars as much. We've talked even about the possibility of being a one-car household in the future if something like this were to happen, so we're excited.
It's unclear what would happen to the project if Robbinsdale doesn't give municipal consent. A vote from cities along the proposed route is expected in 2023. How much food do you toss into the garbage each week? Students at Wayzata High School want you to take a closer look at the food you throw away. Students talked about food waste and food insecurity at an event called Food for Everyone at Wayzata High School on Tuesday night. Students in the career readiness program called Compass partnered with local organizations to teach people about food right here at home.
I hope that it changes how people view the food on their plates and how they view the food in their pantries and how that impacts the decisions they make. And hopefully people decide to throw out less food.
Participants also got a free meal prepared by Loaves and Fishes of rescued food or food that would have otherwise gone to a landfill, but is perfectly fine to eat. And finally, this segment, castles created in Brooklyn Park.
We grow ice in the winter, and we have huge ice pillars or ice castles in our backyard. It's inspired by the ice castles that are built in Minnesota. It's just like a snowflake. Every one of them is unique, how they grow, how they drip the water, and how they melt in the end.
We caught up with the creators near Norwood Park. We're told each of the creations takes about 24 hours to make.
The Wayzata boys hockey team lost 4-3 to Rogers in the second round of the Tradition Tournament in St. Louis Park on December 30th. The Trojans were looking for a little revenge when the two teams faced off again Tuesday night. Plymouth Ice Center, the site for this go-around between the Royals and the Trojans. First period, Wayzata's Cashin Nave from the slot snipes a shot past the Rogers goalie and in, and it's 1-0 Trojans. Same score second period. Reese Gardner's shot is deflected off the end boards. Kaysen Sauer chases the puck down and then stuffs the shot into the Royals net. And Wayzata is up 2-0. Just 29 seconds later, Evan Johnson passes to John Matson to Luke Miller for the tap-in goal. Great passing by the Trojans, and they are ahead 3-0. Britton Alstead centers the puck for Wayzata, and Max McCollins buries it for the goal. The Trojans are on their way to a win. Will Ingeman makes 16 saves in net as Wayzata beats Rogers 4-1. The Trojans host STMA on Thursday. The other high school boys hockey team to share Plymouth Ice Center with Wayzata is Providence Academy. The Lions are off to a program best start and face an old rival Thursday night. There is still a lot of season to be played for the Providence Academy boys hockey team. But the Lions are excited about their 12-2 start and current 10-game winning streak.
It's been fun. We said the other day that we're chasing our goals. We're not chasing the competition, and our goals are to win a conference championship, do well in the section, and see if we can't make it down to St. Paul.
Providence finished last year's COVID-shortened season with a 9-5-1 record. And so the strong showing this season isn't a surprise to the players.
I think there's a lot of anticipation for this year. You know, we weren't entitled to anything, but we absolutely have high expectations for ourselves.
The Lions are averaging nearly 6 goals per game. That offense, to go along with some intangibles, are the keys to the team's success.
We can score. We're good defensively, but overall, we're good offensively.
They hold each other accountable. It's a really good group. They care for one another, and I think they work hard. So it's been good for them to just keep coming to practice every day and working hard and doing the little things right.
I think we're better as a team, better connected to each other, more of a family than past years.
The Lions are ranked 9th in Class A, and while reaching the state tournament is definitely a goal, Providence first has its eyes on winning a conference title, which will be the first in program's history. The first of 2 meetings against IMAC rival Blake is Thursday night.
I don't think we've ever beaten them in the past.
Normally they run us, but it'll be different this time. We're a lot better team.
I think that's kind of the first step in our season for our goals, you know, win the conference and then move from there. So if we can do that, it'd be awesome.
It'd be a good start to our conference play. You know, I think we've had one conference game so far, but you know, the rivalry between Blake and Breck and Providence, that's really where it's at in the IMAC, and so we're looking forward to a good game on Thursday.
Face-off between the Lions and Bears is set for 7 p.m. Thursday at the Plymouth Ice Center. The state's top-ranked girls basketball team is hosting a 4-team tournament next weekend featuring some of the best talent from throughout the country. The Hopkins girls, ranked 3rd nationally, are hosting the Girls Basketball Invitational January 21st and 22nd at the Lindbergh Center. The Royals will be joined by Sidwell Friends from Washington, D.C., Grandview, Colorado, and DeSoto, Texas. The semifinals are Friday the 21st at 5 and 7 p.m. with the 3rd place and championship games on the 22nd at the same times. All games will be televised on either ESPNU or streamed on ESPN+. For more information, go to girlshsseries.com. That's all for sports. I'm John Jacobson. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.